All right, let's do it like this. Before we get to like current events, I want to ask you, and we're gonna go. I want to go through that. I want you, as honest as you could be, as far as you were on a path, and then of course, things start going. You start being you and doing what you would like to do, and then you had the legal issues.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Sometimes where you got arrested and you did a mugshot, you were always smiling.
Yeah.
Like, I just walk me through as far as your mindset, like.
Because I don't be doing it. And it's just I be
like, do you be smiling and like while they're taking you there? Are you smiling like the whole time? Like,
bro, I be genuinely like lit. Like I be like, yo, bro, like, well, 9 times out of 10, I'll give great conversations to somebody because if you're gonna touch my body, I gotta touch you with my heart, my words. That's all I can do, right?
Facts.
So I'm in the car with the police officer. He recognizes me, and he's like, "We got you, Mr. Brown." I'm like, "All right, cool." You got these people out here in Lima, Ohio, calling me sir, and and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. They know. And then he told them, that I didn't do anything. So like, it was just like, man, like, yeah, just take me to safety at this point, So I smile because I literally I don't be doing it, bro. I be with people, and and then they, because they with me. And then it takes a long rope. You know what I mean? And then so I guess if you let them, if you give too much rope to a person, they gonna hang, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they hang themselves. And I'm just the kind of person that'll throw myself in jail before have someone throw me in jail in order to get out and do what I need to do. The police will protect you more than you think they won't. Not just because you're Orlando Brown, but it's because their job. It's just, what are you out here doing? You got people out here, they want to scream Black Lives Matter, but white lives matter too. Mexican lives matter too. Asian lives matter too. Indian lives matter too. Armenian lives matter too. Like, what the why is everybody so arrogant about this Black Lives Matter shit? Like, my mother was raped, and like I'm like 70% fucking white, and then the rest of it is black. Yeah, so it's like so it looks like what it's not, and so and that sucks. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is, and so I went through certain motions in life based off of my mother and my father's demons. And when I conquered their demons for them, then my demons stopped coming for me.
When you got arrested one time, it was like a bounty hunter came for you, and he called you and no one came to your defense.
Nobody.
I really want to break that down. Like, did anybody
Nobody
pay for
reached
that?
out. Nobody reached out. Nobody paid for it. Nobody did anything. At this point in life, like I said, man, everybody's at peace. We do realize that I was called, but hey, I could be here if you call me, if you pay me to be, I'll be. If you pay me to be in, I'll be in. That's why. It's like, hey, that's the funny thing about being an actor. It's like you see my face?
Yeah, like right then.
Like mother.
Wait, like we're about to. You got me already, but okay.
If you pay me to be in, I'll be in. But like, I didn't say he said. Like, I didn't pull a Tupac and shit and spaz out. It's just you have to control your mind. No, nothing was done. Nobody cared about it. And at this point, it's like, if it's really a problem, somebody will reach out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I will, and I'll go through the motions, but until it matters to somebody else, because they saw that.
So I'm curious. In hindsight, you were in the closet.
Right.
Would you have picked somewhere else to hide in hindsight, 2020? Would you have said that was, I should have maybe gotten?
No, I would. No, because they had guns drawn and they had tasers drawn.
No, I mean just more so before you, like while they're knocking. All right, I gotta get somewhere.
Right.
Was there anywhere else you could have been like, man, let me?
Nah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just down, dead to rights.
I'm just in the closet.
You got me.
Because that's what it was, bro. Like, I didn't know what to to do. They were screaming my name, and then they were kicking down the downstairs door, and I heard gun, gun, and I'm like, gun? Oh fuck this! Let me get in the closet because there's nowhere to run when you go out that door. It's nowhere to how they came up. If you watch it, there's nowhere to run it but into the owner's house. I mean, in the owner's room, and then that's a balcony. You got to jump off that motherfucker. That's 2 stories down. We're not doing that, bro. I'm just gonna be in the closet. Hope they don't put no gun on me or shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not know where else to go. You know what I'm saying? Out of that situation, I was literally gonna get shot.
Was that charge even serious for that?
No, it wasn't. It was literally it was a misdemeanor that was already dropped. They took me over state lines. It was it's bounty hunters. Bounty hunters did reach out to me and tell me that I should sue.
Yeah, why haven't you sued anybody?
Nobody. I don't. It just seemed like nobody.
Camera,
It just seemed like nobody cared. Bro. I couldn't sleep. I still have nightmares, bro. I still have nightmares, and my wrist still go numb from how tight they had my handcuffs. Man, they had they did my ankle. They tried to make me walk through the store with my drawers on, and I was like, 'cause I had these restroom.
Yeah.
They tried to make me walk through like a store in front of kids and shit. Like I'm like, bro, man, well fuck it, I ain't gotta go to the bathroom, bro.
Right. No, the fact that you even said we know who you are without they know who we know who you are.
Yeah.
But to make you go through that, I don't know. You might have a case there.
I hope so too, because that'll be a blessing. If anybody want to reach out or any attorneys that have any angles,
get your 30%.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So I have to ask, and this is just something you're dealing with. We just seen recently Jonathan Majors arrested, domestic violence, and then we have charge. It was he's denying it and things like that, and you have to deal with the same type of situations to where how quickly do the media trump up like a situation where like the details aren't there, and I know you probably want to speak, and maybe a representative of yours say don't speak on it, or just you're innocent to prove whatever, but. When you see something like that, the way they do black, I want to say actors or black celebrities in Hollywood, they're quick to judgment a lot of times. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that? Because when I'm seeing it with Jonathan Majors, I'm like, man, I can see even Disney maybe saying, let's reevaluate if we're going to pull him from being Kang. And I'm like, we don't even know the details yet. But yet they're always quick to judge because black media goes, to me, further sometimes than, we crucify our own a lot of times.
We crucify our own, yeah. The thing with that is, man, it's like I was telling the brothers, I was telling Killshot and everybody over there, it's like people get blessed for what they do, but then, they also get blessed for what they don't see. And for what I do see, I don't think that I'm getting blessed for what I see. I think I'm getting blessed for what I did not see and what I can't see. See what I'm saying? It's you don't be in no place like this for no damn near no fucking week and shit and everything's paid for and things of that nature. It's something I didn't see.
That's real. No, that's deep.
It's something I didn't see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something I didn't see, that's why I'm here. It's something I didn't see, that's why my son got to chill with me. It's something I didn't see, that's why I'm able to buy y'all our food. It's something I didn't see, that's why God put money in my pocket. It's something I didn't see.
That's facts. Man.
See what I'm saying? And it's something that he didn't see. It's something that he didn't see, that took his blessing away. It's something that he didn't see. It's something that he let happen. It's something that he disrespected or something he didn't look at. It's something he didn't fine tune in order to keep that. Like like how I did back then. So I'm sad for the kid, you know what I'm saying? Because now it seems like they want to fuck with me and you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's damn, you never would have thought that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never would have thought that would happen, but at the same time, like, it's on its way. Everything I ever asked God for, it's on its way.
No, definitely.
Shit.
And I have to ask, how much does knowing who you are come into your everyday actions when you say, okay, I have a split second to do this, go left or go right? Knowing who you are, knowing yourself, like, knowing how the world looks at what you do, and it's a magnifying glass on what things you may do. Does that register while you're in the moment,
no,
in the moment
it
of
doesn't.
this?
It doesn't. I don't. I'm numb to it. It's like effortless.
Did that happen over time or just?
It happened over time.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real.
People chase it, and it's like, if they said action, nigga, you wouldn't even know what to do.
That's real. No, that's real. Dr. Phil himself, you did a Dr. Phil episode where that was planned to be an intervention for you. Did you go on there knowing Dr. Phil's trying to exercise some demons or something, or were you just I'm just
no?
Here
I just went on there to fuck with him with my. I wanted him to see my thriller eyes at that point because they had forced me to go, and I was just tired of it, and I was like, all right, fuck it. I was supposed to be doing the Wendy Williams show, and I ended up on Dr. Phil's show. I was like, what the fuck is this? Where's Ashton Kutcher in this bitch? You niggas punked me.
Wait. So you were supposed to do Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
The same day that you end up on Dr. Phil. That's wild.
That shit was weird, bro. It was fucking weird. So
you were just, I'm gonna just roll with it?
I was like, I'm gonna just fucking roll with it, bro. And I just put my fucking eyeballs in and was like, yeah, bitch.
You played the son of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you feel me?
Son of Michael Jackson.
Right. And then so I was just like, all this shit and all this shit. And then my eye twists to the side and shit.
That's what happens with
my shit went to the side. It went to the side on their ass.
I'm dead honest. My son, he did the same thing with his eyes. And he's like, oh, they're cool. I'm like, well, it's not Halloween. But then they start twisting to the side. And I'm like, man, you got to take that. He's like, but it's like anime, Naruto.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you got to take that.
You got to take that out your face, man. Yeah, Mo City told me to take my contacts out. He told me when I was playing football. I was like, man, you crazy. But no, Dr. Phil it was a situation where I felt like I didn't need the help. And I felt like, it was beyond me and all this old shit. And I looked at that swimming pool, that big ass mansion, and was like, okay, if this is gonna get y'all to shut the fuck up and get me out, I'm okay. I guess I'm going on vacation. Take me away. So they took me away, right? And now I'm in this fucking place in my own mansion and shit. Nobody's in my mansion. I got fucking all the biggest stars in the world and shit. I'm eating food with them and shit, and we just chilling. So I got Macaulay Culkin and all kinds of motherfuckers. So we just chilling. We eat big jumbo prawns and shit. Just it's fucking amazing, right? And so I got to do the therapy sessions. I got to meet my therapist. I got to get into it, and I ended up loving the program over at Malibu Creative Care. I loved the program. It totally, then I moved to the Calabasas location, and it was just amazing for me, mentally, spiritually, physically. And, I just really, really thank him, for allowing me to be able to get my mind right and take some time into myself, hear other stories in therapy sessions that actually make you think of damn, wow, bro, you did the same shit.
Wait, so
you still got your legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So wait, Macaulay Culkin's there.
Yeah, huh?
So are you friends with Macaulay Culkin at the time? Were y'all already?
Yeah. Oh, I was already friends with Macaulay Culkin, but
so when you pulled up, you're like, oh, you're here too, or
yeah, it was like, oh shit.
Okay.
That was Macaulay. It was just real shit.
Yeah.
So the main thing is, I put myself in a position to understand how enjoyable it was. Even Amanda Bynes, when I left, she came to the Calabasas house.
Yeah, shout out Amanda Bynes because she's she's right
Amanda.
now.
Doing what it do.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that aren't themselves right now, and just now tapping back into who they truly are and what God has for them. Maybe it won't be entertainment. Maybe it will be something else. And they haven't wrapped their mind around that because they've been so on the high. They haven't been talking to their mother. They haven't been talking to their cousins. They haven't been talking to the people in their family that they deem that are like, their immediate family. And then when they get around these people that are immediate family, they think everything is all fucking weird and weirded out. They act like they can't stand still. They can't do this because they haven't been able to face reality. And reality is, motherfucker, you dished your family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so now you the motherfucking elephant in the room. Don't blame that shit on nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like you the elephant in the room, motherfucker. Did you call your mama? Have you spoke to your daddy?
Right.
It ain't gotta be every day, nigga. But
have you done it?
But have you done it though? Like,
right.
don't come like you just Mr. Grown Man and you don't have nobody that's gonna discipline your ass, or you don't have nobody that's gonna be disappointed in you because you're just this big superstar. No, we are parents and also we are children of, and we are, we want to see people do good. We don't want to see people fail. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if my son get older, he do something, I'm gonna be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, you just gotta calm down. Everybody's gotta calm down and just know their place.
So when you started, let's say your rap career, and I don't know how long you were rapping as, during the acting days, but when you started taking rap more serious, music videos, did people around you take you serious? Because sometimes it's that support system that.
Yeah, nobody in the world took me serious, but the people that are around me, they took me serious because they knew I could really do it.
I mean, you really got bars. Like, bro, I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
so I kind of hated this. Like, why is like if they just say, okay, we're gonna give him a chance.
Yeah, they took me serious, and that was awesome to be taken serious by the people that were around me. Like all of my friends were producers. Like all my friends end up being like producers and shit. And like I grew up with a crew, that I actually that are my company, Youngstar Entertainment. My crew, they know like that's that, you call, I'm gonna give you what you need. That was when I was really, really young. The first person that really recognized my musical talent was my auntie Yolanda. My auntie Yolanda was the one that started taking me to the studio, and she was the one that was riding me for hours over to Mellow Mac's house, and shout out Mellow Mac Cram Productions, you know what I'm saying, and Big Bone, you know what I'm saying. But Auntie Yolanda would drive me out there, and I would sit, in the studio for a whole weekend and just bang out records with Mello, bang out records with Mello, bang out records with Mello. And at the end of the day, like it trained my mind, and when I step in the studio, we just don't play. And I mean, well, that's what it is working with Mellow Mac. Mello is more kind of like of a Mellow Mac, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
right,
he's
no
mellow
facts.
as hell, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that M is that MC in him, that Mac is where he gonna Mac the fuck out of a beat. I promise you.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna Mac the fuck out of a beat. And so that was the energy that I learned early on with music, coming from being in the studio with Mello and doing stuff with Disney and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But like when you really, really rocking with people that really do good music and actually do bomb ass music, it's like, all right, cool, man. Like, and I'm a kid. Cool, thanks, Auntie Yolanda. I'm with this guy over here. I'll be here for the weekend, thanks. She goes back to LA, do what she gotta do, come pick me up on Sunday. I go to church. It was you know what I mean? So that's what it was with me. I think that the studio basically is like it's a relieving thing when you have the right track, when you have the right producer, the right things, the right elements in life to dibble and dabble with the thoughts in your head and really throw them around and play like Beyonce does. Like I love how she is able to write such eclectic records, and they make sense for not only for her fans, but only like for her as well. It fits,
exactly.
Everything fits, and that's what that's the kind of music that will last forever.
So, what do you think the difference is between you and Drake? You start off on TV, he start off on TV, young rapping. He has 40, you got Mac. The beat, the production's there. What's the difference for him making it? And let's say you're still trying to get people to listen to, like, hey, I'm over here spitting bars.
The only difference between me and Drake is, I put out my own videos and I ain't got my shot yet. That's the only difference.
That's real. That's real.
I'm not better than him. He's not better than me. You know, it's just I have yet to get my shot. That's the only difference.
What do you think about the rap game and the drill music? See,
I think they're amazing, and I think that it's gonna be more from them. I think it's gonna be more from them. Especially with I feel like it's gonna mix with some R&B, some female artists and stuff like that are gonna start, like the Janae Aikos of the world, big timers, and I would like to hear more from Erykah Badu as well.
So, and shout out Erykah, you're in her city.
Right.
Definitely she's
Erykah Badu from here?
Dallas born, Dallas raised. In fact, her studio is right down the road. So yes, Erykah Badu is Dallas. This is her city you're in.
You playing with me.
We might have to make a phone. We might have to make a phone call real quick. We might have to make a phone call real quick.
She live out here?
She lives out here, yes.
Erykah Badu live in Dallas, Texas.
Live in Dallas, Texas. She probably shopping somewhere down in North Park right now. Dallas, this is her home, and she stays here. We might have to make a phone call. We might after this cut off. We might have to make a phone call.
Oh man, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. I'm gonna be like, heck yeah.
This is her. This is what it's crazy because Dallas doesn't have claim to fame to a lot of superstars in the music genre that is of our color.
Right.
And Erykah kind of kicked things off and took it by storm. And she still stays here. She didn't move to Hollywood. She didn't move to New York.
She stayed right here.
You can still see her out and about in the city. So that's
what's up then. Hopefully I get to go to her studio or something or give her a hug.
No facts. Hey, after this we'll talk. After this we'll talk. But I gotta ask because so when he asked about drill music and you see a situation where like Young Thug is going through it now, to where they're literally having guys who, let's say, they might be portraying things they see in their neighborhood, but they might get indicted on, let's say, a state RICO, and they're saying, "Hey, we're going to use this music you're making against you in the court system."
Yeah,
and it's like that's to me just the freedom of speech of it all. Like, so I can't even. I mind you could use anything in court, but I'm saying for anything like that to stick and for jurors to be like, "Yeah, let's watch some music videos where they're toting quote unquote pistols and talking about quote unquote illegal crimes," that this could stick when it's art. What are your thoughts on that when art imitates life? I guess you could say.
If you gonna put your art, if you gonna put his art against him in court, I say he didn't do it.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
Now, I want to touch on a subject that we touched on earlier, and that's the domestic violence. So back in the back days, you had like the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. It was big. They wanted to completely, ruin this man for the situation that happened. Stories came out that it was a fight. Stories came out that he was the abuser, the attacker, that she was the abuser, the attacker. It was huge. Today, you're dealing with situations like Krishan Rock and Blueface, where domestic violence is being televised on television. People are seeing it, and toxicity.
Yeah, toxicity.
Toxicity. Is being televised, and it is almost normalized. There's no one hollering to cancel Blueface or to cancel Krishan. That it's okay. That people are entertained by this. What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like it's whatever? Do you feel like Chris Brown deserved what he got back then, or do you feel like Blueface deserves more action being taken against him because of what we're seeing between him and Krishan?
I think people just need to be held accountable for their actions. That's it. You can't do, there's a right and there's a wrong.
That's it.
What's right and what's wrong? He can't be beating on that girl in public. She can't be beating on him either. You know what I mean? It's a right and there's a wrong.
What if they had like a celebrity boxing match against each other? Like they both agree. Let's go some rounds. Would you?
Man,
but this is what we agreed to. And
I'm moving to China, nigga.
Talk about it.
Call up Raz B, nigga. Call my brother. I'm going to China. Where's the fucking jet?
If you had to do a versus, who would you go against?
A versus? Who would I go against? Yeah. Little Bow Wow.
Oh, shout out Bow Wow. He was just here last week on the same couch or on the same interview.
Boy. Yeah. I do a versus with Bow Wow.
So I would have loved for him to respond to that.
It ain't gonna even be about the fucking music. It's be about the hug. We know he got all the hits. Ain't nobody heard my shit yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah. So But other than that, I miss Shot. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? He's
tell
cool as
Shad.
fuck. That's my dog. You know. And I apologize to you wholeheartedly, man. It was just a joke that went. That one was it wasn't intended for you, but it was on you. So I'm sorry. Another one slipped out. Just like I'm bopping. I'm sorry.
Wholehearted apology. There you go.
Apology, bro.
You mentioned Raz B, which there's another guy in Dallas who's out with Natalie Nunn by the name I Am Jonathan. He just pushed him in some club out and about. It's going on like all the blogs.
What happened?
A guy named I Am Jonathan had pushed Raz B.
You saying my brother Jonathan? You know he's a bad boy too. So.
Oh yeah. Yes.
When my brother Jonathan slapped in the club.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Raz is funny because
he wasn't gonna do it, but I looked down. My wife texted me. Yeah, I looked down and he jumped across me and slapped me.
Yeah. Wait, you were there?
I was right next to him when he slapped and he jumped across me. Because they won't do nothing because of me.
Right. Yeah. So wait. Because I partied with Jonathan, a couple of times, and it's lit. What was the situation like? As far as like, was it? They just don't have. They have a thing against each other.
I can't get into.
Okay,
all
yeah,
that.
we gonna wait till that comes out on the.
I can't get into all of
yeah,
that.
we gonna wait till that comes out on the shit.
But what I can get into is the fact that what y'all saw was true.
Okay,
it was true.
It really happened. I'm curious. When it looks like you see a situation like 3LW, Kylie, I think that's her name, Keely. She come out, and of course we live.
Keely Williams.
Yeah, Keely Williams. She admits to like, hey, I was younger. I basically had train sessions with B2K. We were young, we were dumb. I could live my life. I could live in my truth, and I'm old enough to say I did that. How was that something that happened often back then? That you feel like these stories may come out like later on in life?
B2K was fucking everybody but Raven.
Is
everybody but Raven?
God damn.
Nigga.
Is that something? And I'm just saying, just from your eyes only. Again, you're young in this game. Do you feel like a lot of that was going on? Because there's these wild Hollywood parties. You hear about these P. Diddy parties. You hear about Jamie Foxx parties.
What about them?
You just hear about them. You hear about the party, then you hear about the after party or the real party.
What about it?
So some of these things that's going on here when we hear about like, hey, it's wild sex parties going on.
Okay.
Do you feel like there's a lot of stories that will come out in time now that social media is big now?
Never come out.
It'll never. Oh, you feel like it'll never come out? People will hold on to the water because some people can't hold water.
I'm supposed to be crowned the new king of Hollywood. Yeah. None of that shit is ever coming out.
What do you think holds that gate closed?
Me.
So if you open the gate, the floodgates may open.
It will never open.
Okay.
That's why certain people don't get into those kind of parties because we don't know what you thinking, bitch. Why we don't want you here.
Oh, so it's a selective process.
It's a selective process, bro. Like you can't be just doing that kind of stuff. And like me, I'm the baby, so I am allowed. But I don't go. You know what I'm saying? And so out of respect for my big homies and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Have y'all fun. Shit, y'all been doing this shit for years. Goddamn, I don't need to be seeing that. But me knowing that for them, hell no, nothing can never go down. Like I've never seen nothing. I ain't never, I have seen a few things, but. But the thing is, it's more like, people don't get into that level of life because they're anticipating that out of the whole situation.
They say that it starts with the hairdressers and
all that stuff. It starts with whoever celebrities having a party that night.
Who's throwing the party?
Who's throwing the party that night? Yeah. So and you can go, but you just have to know that, because me, I'll go to the first party, and that's for the event, and then you go to the after party, then you go to the after party. And, you just have to know when it's time to leave. That's all. It's, you just have to know when it's time to leave.
Nothing wrong with,
Yeah, out of respect, you just have to know when it's time to leave. This is beyond you. This is not where you're supposed to be, and when nobody, okay, now we love you, nigga, but you got to go. That's how they look at me. So I know when it's time to go.
Yeah.
Time to go. Because
who would you say throw the best parties?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. What is his parties like? Is he just?
I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, I've heard a few stories, but for you, it's just like
I've never been to one.
Okay, from what you heard, dude, just everyone be there. Like, just you'll see. Like, I heard the story of Michael Jackson just pulling up saying, "I want to meet Beyonce at Eddie's party." That's like, hey, Michael Jackson at Eddie's party saying, "I like Beyonce. I want to meet her."
Right.
That's just shit.
That's what happened.
And so when Eddie's throwing a party, even back then, even to now,
is this
you want to be, if you can, you want to be at that party.
No, well, you can't be at that party.
I would say Orlando Brown at a time could be at that party.
I could probably be up there. I could probably get invited now. I'll probably, but like, dude, I can't be at I can't allow the legacy of his parties to be disrespected, man. It's a lot of good business deals that go down.
Oh yeah.
And it's a lot of good food being cooked, man. A lot of good ideas being thrown around, man. That's really what it is. Everybody think it's really about sex. It's just about, the highest of the high, the top elite of this world getting together, man, and having fun, doing what they want for 5 fucking minutes, man, without people fucking with them.
It's crazy. And when you think of the grand scheme of things, it's like, as Black people, our time in Hollywood was really the 80s. I mean, of course, we had some stars in the 60s and 70s, Black exploitation. But really the 80s is where the Eddie Murphys and things came around to where...
Well, yeah, they want to hate on Eddie and they want to hate on Jamie and hate on all of these different people that are blessed like that. But they don't talk about the Hugh Hefners of the world. They don't talk, not just because he's gone, but they don't talk about Bill Cosby's parties, the parties that he was getting in trouble at. And they shut those down. It's people that started this shit. So blame them. You know what I'm saying? Ask about their whack ass parties. And why can we keep ours going?
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. So what are your thoughts on, like, I don't want to say fall from grace, but like Bill Cosby, his fall from grace. And I want to throw R. Kelly in there, but he has a different situation. But they both went through their things and now they, spend time in jail based on their behaviors going unchecked.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts when you see that? Do you call it a fall from grace, or do you say, like, somebody should check that shit earlier?
Nah, it's more like there's a right and there's a wrong. And then the few things that you did, bro, was more wrong than right.
So do you feel like you can separate the artist from the
not if they doing
music?
Wrong shit. If they doing wrong shit, they still the same person, but they known for doing wrong shit. That's just all that is, bro. Like, you can't shake when you get caught like a deer in the headlights. Nigga, what you gonna do? Run? You know what I'm saying? Like, when everybody see you, it's nothing nobody can do. Then some people don't want to deal with the fact that they've been seen. You've been seen.
So, you're married now, right?
Yes.
Do you feel
yes,
being a celebrity, marriage is a safe place to be versus being single?
Yes, definitely. Unless you're swinging.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're never supposed to let nobody in between your union. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. I've been in a relationship before in my past to where I was having threesomes and, my own little wild parties and all this shit. You come to Orlando's house, rock star shit. And, it didn't end well. You know what I'm saying? Because, you open up the door for your counterpart to be like, oh, well, what's that like? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, do you really like that more than what I thought we was having fun. And, yeah, she is having fun. Nigga, 2 dicks up her ass and shit. Fucking, yeah, it's bad, but, and then it's just all, that's what she's used to now, nigga, because you was tripped out and probably had a few E-pills or some stupid shit and you wanted to do something different. Now your girl's turned out. And nigga, when you sit there, yeah, can't go back. Now you sitting in the car, she quiet. She's like, you might want to go back there to those 2 guys. You let them
right. She don't want to tell you, but she's trying to tell you. Like,
she's like, so then she disappears. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And now she's with those two guys on the beach,
Damn.
Like Eddie said, what a pretty girl like you on the island crying about.
Yeah, right.
Let me tell you about it. Come to my place, we talk it over.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna talk?
Get your groove back.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah. Let's talk, baby girl.
Yeah.
Talk it over. Yeah.
Shout out Eddie, man.
A
For real.
girl
Classic.
like you, like that crying on the beach, like
Classic. Could you see yourself and your wife, living a poly, like going?
No, because my son is too involved in his dad, and she's not gonna have it based off of the fact that she's set free, and that has been a situation that is in this world that people are trying to promote because guys want to fuck other women and don't want to be monogamous. And when you are going to be monogamous, you got to be monogamous because the ring and all of that. That's why I said, man, when you stay in your word, you'll realize you'll die for fucking cheating on your wife. Now you in the casket and it's too late because you broke that. And that's your safe haven. That's this, that's that. So no, we wouldn't be doing no poly stuff. If any, and if I promise you to God, if I was to do something or go somewhere far off and I don't pick up for my wife on time, nigga, I'm gonna have to take a polygraph test.
Right. You're lying. You was not at that Walmart,
nigga.
So, NLE Chopper just recently shot a shot at Megan Good. She's single now. NLE's like, hey, I'm young. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm just curious. Has there anybody back in your heyday that you said, I'm gonna go after this celebrity? I like the celebrity. I'm gonna ask her for her number and see how it goes. Did you ever try to do that with anybody? Kyla Pratt. Did you know her already, or you just kind of? Yeah. So was it rejection, or was it like, listen? Yeah. Damn it. I'm just curious. What was the shot how'd you shoot it?
We was sitting in the Talon, the all-white Talon joint. We was at Magic Mountain, me, her, Marcus Polk. Marcus Polk had to leave. We was sitting in the car because we couldn't get out. And until they came back or whatever. And then so we was sitting in the car and then I asked her, I said, would you be my girlfriend? Got your phone number, would you be my girlfriend? If I ask you for your phone number. Yeah, if I ask you for your phone number, what can I make you my girlfriend? And she was like, no, I'm too young. And we was just kids.
Kyla.
We was just kids, yeah. We was just kids.
Speak on, just real quick, how
Megan Good gave me her number. Megan Good got at me before though. Oh. We was real little.
Bro,
it was real. This is Major Pain.
East Bayou?
Major Pain.
Pain. Oh yeah, that's East Bayou.
Yeah, but when I did Major Pain, all that, we had did I did some voiceovers for something, but Megan was there and she was like, "Oh, you guy from Major Pain." When Megan was a little fast when she was young. You know what I'm saying? Megan was a little fast when she was young, and I was too little. And then my manager Alexis, she was like, "That fast ass little girl, give me that piece of paper." I was like, Megan, I was like, damn, you took Megan Good from her, nigga. I'd have been like 10 years old with Megan Good, nigga.
A lot of young boys and young men at home, like, damn, bro, you might.
Yeah, man. And then of course it was Raven. Raven, of course, I shot my shot at Ray. She happily accepted. We was in love like a mug we was kids, like in love, but. We all, we grew up and stuff like that. Now, my mom just told me about it the other day. Like, I used to take Raven shopping.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do y'all do it like in public or y'all?
In the mall, like when we was little, before that, so Raven, before it all popped up. Oh man, she would come over to my mama's house. Her dad would drop her off at mama's house and stuff. My mom would take her shopping and stuff, and I buy her stuff. I bought her some Chloe glasses. All that. All that. Yeah, yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah. Damn, man, that's real, man. Puppy love.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, the Illuminati. Let's just get right to it. People say this word like in Hollywood. This is like a thing to where people have sold their soul. They have given a baby goat. A baby has been whatever, and this is happening. I'm just curious your thoughts when people say things like, this person's part of Illuminati. They sold their soul. They're in the Illuminati. That's Illuminati. That's Illuminati. When that word gets thrown around, what are your thoughts when you hear, somebody from, Missouri, some small town saying, yeah, That person in Hollywood, that's the Illuminati right there.
And they just talk about, they talk about, you know, that's my family, man. They be tripping, bro. That's my family, man. We not out to harm nobody. We not out to take from nobody or sacrifice nobody. You know, we not out to kill you or do no stupid shit like that. But just know that this is a new world order. And if you gonna get with it, you gonna get with it. If not, you getting ran over.
Ooh.
Pretty much it.
All right, real quick, I just want to lastly, you have the Bible with you.
Yeah.
The religion that you prescribe to, as far as what was your religion first and foremost?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. Were you always Christian? Were you raised in a Christian family?
Christian, yeah.
Okay, Baptist. How important, as you said, we're in the year 2023.
Mm-hmm.
You see kind of the way the world's going. It's moving a lot faster. I always say this. I'm like, there was maybe 3 billion people in the world like 100 years ago.
Okay.
We're going on 8 billion now.
Man.
That's a lot of people within just 100 years, based on human existence. And the Bible seems to be coming and going within people's thoughts process. And, again, you have it with you right now. How important is that book to you in your life and the way you move?
Very, very important. It's detrimental. It's like, it's my menu to my universe. I mean, my what is it? The instructions to my universal remote, basically. Like, literally.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's detrimental based off of, like I said, it's going on right now, man. It's not no big deal to how you open it and just read it. Once you open it and you read it, it's not about how you read it. It's, all you gotta do is open it. If you can read, it's gonna apply to you.
There's two things that's happening in the world that, where, the Bible people start to question things. When you see the government say like, hey, there's an alien mothership flying out of space nearby and UFOs being shot down, and you're seeing more phones out catching UFOs. And on the flip side of that, you see artificial intelligence where they're like, hey, this dog is walking and this woman robot is simulating people's speech and talking for itself. And, AI, Google has, the AI browsers now where you could have AI do, draw me a picture of Orlando Brown, fighting in World War III. And it's got you, boom, boom, boom. What are your thoughts when you see these extremes more in the forefront now, like AI, aliens, and it's like, here we go.
We are the human race, yet we are aliens ourselves. And what people are not understanding is when JFK was shot, unfortunately, he was shot because he was going to say that aliens do exist and they're us.
Wow. That is...
These are our tentacles. And when you go to another planet or something like that, they're going to say we ugly, So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, this is what the truth is. And people are not hip to everything is going on right now. That's basically what it is. Yeah, everything is real. Everything is real. And that's just life. Like, people just need to get over it and understand that, we have not had this much technology without help. We have not had this much flotation without help. We have not had this much speed without help. We have not had speedboats without help. We have not had phones without help.
There you go. There you go.
It's common sense. We're here.
There you go. So lastly, Orlando, what I want to do is, the media always tries to, of course, as of now, paint you to be crazy, insane. Oh, he's back outside. He's doing this. And I think they're waiting for you to do something. But if you could talk to the media and just really just speak to like the way they try to portray you, what would you tell media as far as, who you are, what your purpose is? Because again, it's like a Charleston White situation where there's such a message there, but they like the messy. Like, oh, no, we prefer the messy does the views. But there's such a message in what you're saying.
I just let my relationship when people meet me speak for itself. I don't have anything to say to them. They've hurt my feelings for years.
Do you feel like you'll ever? Is it like a love-hate relationship with the media, or do you feel like one day y'all will play ball together?
The media will always be in my heart, and I love media. I love social media. I love the people. I love TMZ. I love Shade Room. I love everybody, But they know they've taken money to shut me down.
True.
And it's gonna take a lot of making up.
True. It seems like if you step off, it seems like if you step off a plane in LA or LAX and TMZ cameras there, they're gonna ask you something to get like a hellacious statement. Like it's like they want to be able to say, "Yeah, we got Orlando Brown going crazy." Like,
well, now they can't do that because they know I'm set. But at the same time, it's more like that's what they was trying. That's what they would try to do all the time. But that's with anybody. I mean, look what they did to Bjork.
That's facts.
Bjork went crazy, started beating on the girl. You ain't heard no more of Bjork, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, get away from me and my seed. And so basically, that's basically what it is, man. Just certain levels of life require the sanctity of the mind, and the purity of the soul comes from the walk you take in life, your journey, how many miles you put on your feet. It doesn't matter if you're in a car, you have miles on your feet. How many people did you touch with those feet? How many hands did you shake? How many lives did you influence? That's where it's at with me. I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody because they were saying all of that and I was okay.
Man, that's real. Orlando, man, go ahead and tell them what you have going on, man, as far as where they could just projects you have. Just let them know where they're going to see you. As people, of course, watch this interview, they're going to want to tap in not only to the music, to the visuals of what you're doing, to the social media where you're at. What all are you into right now? Where all can people see you?
Bad boys. Man,
it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down. I need a drink in this bitch. No,
not for real. Don't throw it.
That's the character. That's the character, right? That's the character.
Don't throw it.
Yeah. Who said what?
Yeah, wait. Who's all part of it? Who's all part of it? Can we see?
Oh man, you got Jonathan Durrett. You know what? I'm not gonna say because there's some people that's there. There's some people that's not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're still there. I said those two. They're still there.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just play it safe. But yeah, Bad Boys. I've pitched the Orlando Brown show to the network, and
needs to happen immediately.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so hopefully that'll get done. Aside from that, just the music. Getting ready to drop the album. You can, my YouTube is Orlando Brown.
You got a name for the album?
Name for the album? The name of the album? Nah, I don't have a name. Yeah, you know what? I would just, all right, Orlando Brown Uncuffed.
Real-Life Street Stars exclusive.
Yeah.
There you go.
Orlando Brown Uncuffed.
I like that because that's a play on multiple things there.
Everything, yeah. Orlando Brown Uncuffed is the name of the album. And basically, we're gonna get in their ass. Aside from that, just taking care of my wife, taking care of my son. And that's about it, man. I'm honored to be able to be with my family.
You don't have like 3 or 4 of the children anymore?
Yeah, I got 5 kids.
You got 5 kids, okay.
I got 2 girls, 3 boys.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, yeah.
So yeah, it's just, but I put myself in position to know that like I do this for my kids. And when the baby mama start tripping, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta fall back until they realize that, really, when God's hands is on something, they'll come around. Man. And then you'll be able to continue to take care of your kid and do everything they said that you wasn't doing or couldn't do.
Man, that's real. One thing I will say is you're right. We haven't met you before. Right when you walk in the room, you could always judge a character of a man. And you always have an outlook based on the way media portrays. Same way I would look at all the celebrities we have sit down here, and I'm like, you kind of have a way they may be, but right when we come in, a gentleman, Esquire, your demeanor is very inviting. I'm like, I don't know why they would paint it any other way. So I can't wait for the world to like maybe go on tour, but they start doing backstage and like, damn, Orlando Brown, they just got him out here looking like whatever. But no, this man is very, very grounded, very grounded.
Thank you.
So I definitely appreciate you for even giving us your time and being able to sit down and just, have a back and forth. For those that do want to get at you social media wise, can you tell them the platforms as far as,
Yeah, that's The Orlando Brown Show is still on. That's my my Instagram.
You don't post a lot there.
I post, but I post things that trigger the mind. I don't post things that other people post. It's just like, you don't see it too.
right.
At this point, fuck. But yeah. So other than that, it's at the Orlando Brown Show is still on. That's the Instagram. The YouTube is it's Orlando Brown. And my phone number is I'm just fucking
right 555
555
right.
But yeah, I just want everybody to stay blessed, stay focused, stay away from the bullshit, and stay beyond the realm of human comprehension.
There you go. Any shout outs you want to give to get to this journey? And
shout out to Zeus. Shout out to Lemmy. Yeah. Shout out to LJ Mark over at the Zeus Network. Shout out Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, big Natalie. Big Nat.
Hey, girl.
There you go.
You feel me? Shout out my wife. Shout out my son. Shout out my kids. Shout out my baby mamas. Shout out my mama. Shout out my daddy. And shout out the team.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Your boy.
Orlando Brown, the building, man. I got to say, this is the best part. You are a real life street star. Let's clap that up.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey. Chill.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. Know what time